Welcome back to the Ranch It Up Radio Show, the most information packed into a 30-minute program you can find. It's your All Things Ranching newscast, and so glad to be hanging out with each and every one of y'all. Now, Brahman, Brangus, Ultrablack, Charolais, Angus, Red Angus, F1 Brahman Cross walking bulls, around 250 of them, aged bulls, by the way, over 300 head of commercial F1 females up for grabs, 20 elite Brahman heifers, and 85 elite Angus females. Now, that is a huge number of cattle being offered up by Circle F Farms in Baxley, Georgia. Circle F Farms has one of the largest Brahman herds in the Southeast and starts its lineup of sales Saturday, October 4th with 85 elite registered Angus genetics, which include bred heifers, open heifers, cow-calf pairs, donor cows, and embryo packages. I have Circle F Farms owner Woody Folsom on with us. Woody, it's great to have you back on the show. Now, let's start with how you added Angus to the genetic lineup. And if I'm not mistaken, it all started with you opening your own retail meat store, Circle F Meats.
Well, actually, when I started this meat market deal, here in Baxley at the Circle F Meats, I decided I needed to kind of go with the Angus deal to get the carcass value that I needed, get the kind of business that I was looking for. So I started, out with the commercial Angus, and then it was started going really well. And then as time went by, I got more interested in the superior genetics of the Angus deal, and it's just led from one thing to another.
To kick off this genetic extravaganza, if you will, Saturday, October 4th is the Angus female sale.
We're going to have some superior genetics, some pregnancies. We're going to sell some very sought-after genetics for us females. We're going to have some heifers, some bred heifers, and some mature cows.
Managing the Brahman sales is sale manager Chris Shivers with Infinity Cattle Services. Chris, jump in here if you would, please. Let's fast forward 1 week to Friday, October 10th. 28 purebred Brahman heifers, which are absolutely beautiful, by the way, and over 300 head of Brahman Cross F1 heifers, the queens of cow country, as you call them, will sell. And it's quite a time to be in the commercial business, with many producers deciding, should we sell feeder heifers, turn that inventory into cash, perhaps restock with different genetics?
We've created quite a market, both on the Brahman side as well as the F1 side. Of course, as you indicated, the commercial market's extremely high. A lot of those commercial cattlemen are looking at better females, and they're looking at the F1 female. Of course, we all know her as the queen of the cow country. She is the premier commercial female, and she will top the market. And all that results in what we expect is going to be an outstanding sale on October the 10th.
Saturday, October 11th, close to 300 head of bulls, Brahman, Brangus, Ultrablack, Charolais, Red Angus, Angus, and Brahman Cross F1s. These are aged bulls, guys, 2-year-olds coming, 3-year-olds. That right there is the definition of a walking bull.
Our whole deal is when we sell a bull, we want him to be range ready. We want to sell the bull, having passed the breeding sounds exam, of course, being trick tested and free of that. So when you buy a bull here, it's not one you're going to take home. You're going to feed him out for a period of time. It's one you're going to be able to take home, and in this case, put him out in mid-November for a fall calving season.
Circle F Farms has diversified with the acquisition of established herds of Charolais Angus and Red Angus to go alongside their Brahman, Brangus, and Ultrablack cattle to further expand your reach and providing more options to your already vast customer base. That makes absolute sense. But let's touch on the F1 Brahman Cross bulls, which are extremely popular in like Florida and along the Gulf Coast area.
There's one thing about these bulls is that, they'll be range ready. They'll pass the breeding soundness exam. They're going to be in good shape, not overly conditioned, but yet, conditioned enough for them to sell. And then they'll go out and they'll be able to go breed. And of course, due to the Brahman parent that they come from, well, they're going to be environmentally adaptive. They're going to be insect resistant. They're going to be the kind of cattle that can survive and thrive and do their job out in these tougher terrains.
Chris Shivers, Infinity Cattle Services, and Woody Folsom with Circle F Farms. I literally interrupted them going through the cattle and the data to jump on with us, so we appreciate it, gentlemen. October 4th, the Angus females sell. October 10th, the Brahman and the F1 heifers, and then the bulls on October 11th. All details, catalog, videos, bidding online information, data, contact information available at ranchchannel.com and circleffarms.com. Now, let's head to Mandan, North Dakota. The date, September 23rd, 1970, 55 years ago. The Morton County 4-H Livestock Achievement Day was wrapping up, and the top Angus steer, 55 years ago now, that weighed 935 pounds, sold for, at that time, a whopping 31.5 cents a pound. The top Hereford steer, which weighed 970 pounds, sold for a whopping 43 cents a pound 55 years ago at the Morton County 4-H Livestock Achievement Day. Now, let's fast forward 55 years from that time, and let's go to the Bighorn Classic that just wrapped up from Superior Livestock about a month ago, and we'll stay in the same region, in Region 2. 9-weight steers now sold for $330 all the way up to $373. Just a little blast from the past there. I thought y'all would get a kick out of that. All right, crew, it's time for a quick break here on the Ranch It Up Radio Show. When we come back, we've got more of the cow stuff, including market recaps and what to look for in 2026. Marketing those feeder calves. Keep it locked. The Ranch It Up Radio Show will be back right after this.